legacy he's leaving behind in the department.
Jess, it's a bittersweet moment for those close to Martin in the police department as he retires following decades of service. Martin leading the department with passion, tackling a variety of issues, gang violence at the forefront, an issue that hits close to home for him.
Tell you that there has not been a day that I did not want to come to work and enjoy the work and the relationships that we have built here at the police department.
An emotional day for Police Chief Lyle Martin as he announced his retirement from the Bakersfield Police Department, leaving behind a legacy after 31 years of service. Now taking on a new role, continuing the same fight to better our community.
I've been offered an opportunity that's going to allow me to continue to serve this community, and I will do it with the same passion and commitment and love of Bakersfield.
Kern County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer appointing Martin as Chief District Attorney's investigator.
And I share a common goal, and that is combating violent crime. Chief Martin's 30 years of experience at the Bakersfield Police Department, his academic credentials made him the unparalleled favorite.
From one prominent role to another, following decades of service with BPD, Martin joined the force in 1988, serving within almost every capacity in the department.
He's been in almost every assignment. He's been anything from patrol through traffic, through gangs. He's been a motor cop. He's been a homicide detective. He's worked in internal affairs. He's worked anywhere and everywhere you would want to do. He's been on the SWAT team. He's done everything you could accomplish.
Martin served as Assistant Chief of Police, then stepped into his new role as Chief of Police 3 years ago. His passion within the role clearly seen in his fight for justice in the Major Sutton and Case and Guyton cases.
Used to allow these types of acts of violence to become numbing and for us to not have the compassion and the commitment to this community to find people who are willing to kill our children.
Guyton and Sutton, 2 young boys shot and killed due to gang violence. Martin exhausting every resource to bring about 2 major indictments in the Guyton case 2 years later.
February 23rd, 2017, I stood out in the middle of the roadway and I promised this community that we would put every resource towards solving this homicide. And I discussed my disgust with having to talk to a 7-year-old about being shot.
Committed to tackling gang violence, conducting one of the largest gang sweeps in Kern County history, and working to break cold cases. Under Martin's leadership, the department set up a cold case unit for investigators to work exclusively on old cases, while Martin remaining a strong voice in our community through some of the most emotional and trying moments. Those who knew him best saying he was a selfless leader, one who will be very missed.
He's a fantastic man. He's a fantastic leader to work for. I've never had a doubt at any time of his chief that he would not hesitate to step up for any of us here. Absolutely will put himself in front of anything, good or bad situation.
Now, the city of Bakersfield announced the assistant police chief